going to jump into the world of TV. Kelly, I think you were a fan of a TV show called Battlestar Galactica.
I am a fan.
What's the deal with that?
What's the deal with Battlestar Galactica?
Of all of the things on this list, I know all of them except for Battlestar Galactica.
Tell me about these Cylons.
So Battlestar Galactica, of course, is based on the 1978 original series and is a remake. One of the big jokes when it came out was that the Cylons were replaced by CGI. In the original series, they were actually just people dressed up in robot-looking suits.
Like cardboard,
So the non-humanoid Cylons are CGI. So that was the joke. But yeah, it's based off of I think it was a 2 or 3 episode miniseries or something.
Two episodes, 3 hours.
3 hours, yeah. And it launched it into a full-on TV series. And I think one of the big things about Battlestar Galactica is it really explores themes of what it means to be human and of religion in this sci-fi setting, which was always fascinating to me. And it's one of those ones that like people binge watch. Like people sit down and watch like a season of Battlestar Galactica.
Can't stop.
And there's a Portlandia episode actually, like a sketch about that, where they're just like one more episode, and then they like finish it and they like die.
Yeah.
That's my binge season every time.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about it in a previous episode with Arrested Development, and we'll talk about it in a little bit with Lost. But yeah, this was sort of the era where binge watching came to be, where you can get an entire season of a show on DVD for relatively cheap and just sit down and go into a coma, go into a K-hole.
Because the crux of that show really is, for me, is like the mole aspect of that. I think they said in the first episode, there's 12 Cylons. Is that?
Yeah, there's 12 Cylon models.
He gets that note, so then some of the Cylons have been revealed. They're on the ship, but then you're always wondering, who are the remaining Cylons?
Who are the remaining human-looking
Cylons? Yeah.
Human-looking Cylon models.
It was that continuing tension that made you have to tune in every week, and every character you were questioning them. Even when they did like that Cylon tester thing, you weren't even sure if that was still them. So that was really what made you want to binge watch it, and that's where binge watching comes in handy. That you get those answers a lot quicker.
You do when you binge. That's why people burn through it so quickly. Because you're like, but what next? And also, Tricia Helfer as Caprica 6 is iconic. Her in that red dress was kind of like the official art for the show. Still iconic. And the last thing was, no, I forgot.
Are you a Cylon?
The diversity in that show actually, especially for 2004. I mean, compared to now. Was impressive to me. In the 1978 series, Boomer is actually played by a man, and in the 2004 series, Boomer is replaced by a woman. It's not even a big deal. Like, just they cast a woman to be Boomer.
Edward James Olmos.
Edward James Olmos is in it. He does a fantastic job.
Smashing that ship.
Yeah.
First time he did it, like just no one cued him. He just did it as in the moment, and then they kind of brought it back, and it was a little weird. And he's like, smashed it again.
My ultimate favorite, Starbuck. She's my girl. I love her. She's so important.
That's where I get my coffee from.
I love her character, and Katie Sackhoff does a fantastic job with her too. So the acting was consistently on point in that show. It just did so many things correctly. And a lot of people were upset with the ending, but I personally was not. I thought it was interesting. I cried a lot.